We're probably not getting season 4. Nah, I realistically see only 3 outcomes. 1. Nothing changes and season 4 gets the same treatment as 3. 2. Season 4 is even worse than season 3. Number 3. There's no season 4 or any more seasons and the anime of One Punch Man gets cancelled. I see no happy ending for this. Blame greedy corporations for it. This is impossible. I feel like there's a core misunderstanding of how the anime industry works here. Be it companies like Bandai that own the One Punch Man IP, or studios like JC Staff doing the animation. You have to understand that these companies are not fans of the series. Their goal is not to create the best anime possible, but to maximize profits while spending as little money as possible. And the main goal of the anime adaptation is to boost manga and merchandise sales. Bandai and JC don't care how the One Punch Man anime is received, as long as they're turning in a profit. And big studios like Madhouse or Bones or even Mappa are not going to come anywhere near One Punch Man Season 4 due to all the bad publicity of the series and the fact that Bandai has set very strict budget and time limitations for the production of the anime. This is why a small studio has taken on a huge amount of projects like JC Staff is animating Season 3 in the first place, because no powerhouse studio was willing to put their neck on the line and agree to Bandai's terms. So all in all, if Season 3 is profitable enough to warrant a 4th season, Bandai is either going to once again assign it to JC or find a similar smaller studio that's willing to agree with their terms. If the season flops financially, you can kiss the One Punch Man anime goodbye, and there's a very good chance season 4 will never happen. And of course, the best one. This level of cope is insane. All of these comments are a response to my previous claim that the hate Season 3 has been receiving globally. This includes Japan, and we've even had an animator speak out as well, furthering my point that those behind the scenes, those in charge of the production at Bandai, have to realize the amount of pushback and outrage that is occurring, making the likeliness that JC Staff is animating Season 4 as much lower and shocking to consider as occurring, where I bring up the possibility of another, of course, the better studios taking over as the final stage of cope, or as I said here. Season 4 may have been saved by the insane downfall of Season 3. The Dragon Balls have been used to revive me. A Zenkai boost has been achieved. Next level cope is here. Therefore, it all comes back to this. Is it better to not get an anime at all, or a poorly animated and adapted one? I think when it comes to myself as a, let's say, hardcore One Punch Man manga fan, I think for the success of the manga to continue sale-wise, as many people mentioned in the comments, further seasons, even if it's at the same quality of Season 3, will likely achieve such a result more so than never getting one again, just because the amount of people talking about whether it be any series is the highest when a currently airing anime is coming out or currently airing. This is regardless of what's going on in a specific manga. So for the possibility of more anime only fans to eventually go and try the manga and become fans of that, more seasons regardless of quality will always be the option. However, to be fair, I think I sit with a lot of people in that if Season 4 is the same quality of Season 3, I'm not even going to bother watching it at all, meaning there may not be a point to even trying to do it if this is the highest they're going to get budget-wise when Bandai's in control. But I think from a profit perspective, the hate this season has gotten may have actually resulted in many more people talking about and engaging with the series for the sole reason of hating on it Perhaps highlighting that a community coming together to hate on something is stronger than a community coming together to show support. However, when it comes to manga sales and merchandise sales, that may not be the case. I think the top 10 highest selling manga of 2025 more so highlights the trend of quality and how that will reign supreme, particularly with the Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man movie as well. Two series who have benefited greatly from getting amazing anime adaptations, and even One Punch Man season 1 back in the day probably excelled the manga sales through the roof due to the insane quality and everyone talking about it. Jujutsu Kaisen's main manga has finished and is still getting next level sale wise due to the continued anime and the success around that, something that is bound to occur in 2026 as well. Likewise with these various other top running manga. Just look at One Piece. For the first time ever, they are going seasonal, likely to amp up the quality to a further degree, highlighting the trend more so. And you even have potential quotes from the Tokyo Ghoul author on screen right here. Another series that was done quite dirty anime wise and does have an interesting perspective that may be in line with what's going on with One Punch Man season 3. It's just a very unique situation where season 1 was such high quality and now we have the anime with looking like the lowest ratings in history. It already has the lowest rated anime episode in all of history, but as I've claimed in other videos, there's people involved behind the scenes, this includes producers and animators, are hyping up episode 9 to an insane degree, perhaps blowing everyone away, similar to what occurred with Blue Lock, where 99% of the season was absolute mid with PowerPoint level transitions, but then they delivered with the final episode with next level animation that left everyone, I guess, forgetting all of the prior trash. So hopefully a similar situation can occur, but seemingly not in the final episode, episode 9, which is likely to be the Child Emperor vs Phoenix Man fight. So a very strange situation, but one thing without a doubt, the memes are absolutely delivering, and you could say similar to some blockbuster movies over the last few years, the memes surrounding a slop-based show can maybe carry its success to the finish line. Maybe that's what's going to happen with One Punch Man right now. So at the end of the day, I still believe One Punch Man Season 4 will come out and be made one day. Perhaps we're going to have to wait another 6 years. So I'll see you then.